Okay, welcome back everybody to another vlog. It's the Crazy Adventurist here. So I had a few requests on my Instagram for like an editing video, and then somebody else requested like a composition video. So I thought, like, why not come out here and just shoot a composition, show what I'm thinking while I'm shooting it, and then go home and edit it. That way I can knock out two birds with one stone. So here we are in Joshua Tree National Park. The sky right here, you probably can't see it on video, it's all overexposed, but the sky right here is about to light up. It's a little yellow right now. In the background I do have pink clouds, but I am shooting this way. So I'm going to take you to my camera view. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm thinking while I'm shooting this, and then after we're done I'm going to go home and then I'm going to edit it, and I'll show you my thought process when I'm editing it. And just show you my different editing styles and what I do while I'm editing. So I hope that sky blows up, and I hope this composition works out. I guess we'll find out. Okay, see you soon. Okay, so here's the scene. Right now we got these beautiful clouds and we got a very dark foreground. I'm just gonna run through all my settings and what I'm thinking while I'm shooting. I'm also gonna be shooting at the same time. So anyways, we got our scene. We got these beautiful clouds, beautiful sky that's obviously a little overexposed right now. We got our very dark foreground. So what I want to do is I want to bracket. So most cameras have a built-in bracketing option, and it can shoot 3 exposures, 5 exposures, 7 exposures. And basically, I'm going to fire off some shots and keep talking. So basically, bracketing will capture 3 photos, or 5, or 7. But you pick your base exposure, and then it'll capture overexposed and underexposed, and you can combine those later. So what it looks like is I got the overexposed version right here, which captures all my darks. This is still a little dark. I need to change my settings. And then I got the underexposed, which captures all my brights. And then I got my center exposure. So that helps me capture all the dynamic range in the scene. And we have a huge dynamic range right now because we got this crazy sky that's blowing up in front of us. And then we got the very dark foreground with all the rocks and the plant right there, which is my subject. Now basically what I have done is I already went through this, but my camera went out of focus, so I'm re-saying it. So basically what I have done right now is I was looking for one of these sprouts. I'll brighten it up real good so you can see it right there. I was looking for one of those. And what I wanted to do is I wanted that to be my subject. And what I noticed is that rock behind it lined up perfectly with the top of the sprout. And I just love that. But anyways, I thought that was great. It lined up perfectly and I thought that was great. Now what I tried to do is I didn't try to cut off the bottom of the yucca plant. I tried to not cut off as much as I could. On the right side it was cut off just a little, but there's not much I could do there just because of the fact I would have to move right and then I still wouldn't have it lined up. But the left side, this is my composition, just trying to explain it. I'm bad at this stuff. But anyways, the left side kind of leads out to these mountains. They're real sharp and jaggedy. So you start here, you see this plant, you're like, oh cool, and then you kind of go left and then you go up to the sky. And there you go. That's what I'm trying to portray in this image. But right now I got this crazy skies. These are freaking beautiful. So I'm just trying to capture those. And I'm just bracketing everything. It's on a timer, so it's still, so I can shoot at f8, ISO 100. Obviously I want f8 because I want everything in focus in the scene, and I want ISO 100 because I do not want any noise at all in this image. I'm also bracketing so that way when I go to bring up my shadows in the image, I have the exposure with those shadow information and I'm not adding noise to the picture. So bracketing is helping me out a lot. Now the scene is very simple. I mean, like I said, it's the plant, the rock, the rocks, and the sky. It's extremely simple. I don't need a focus stack. I don't need to really do much at all. All I need to do is just shoot the plant, get those brackets, and then I can go back and edit it later. So basically that's what I'm thinking in this scene. This is my settings I'm shooting at. I'm going to continue to shoot a little bit more, see if I can shoot another composition while I'm here. I will catch you guys later when I edit this. Okay guys, so I just finished shooting the scene behind me and the sky's absolutely lit up. It was freaking amazing. I couldn't even believe it. But anyways, I liked my composition. I don't know if it was the most perfect I could have done, but what I was looking for here was a little different, but it just didn't seem to work out. There was a few different of the sprouts around us, but they're just kind of like dead. It's probably because it's getting cold right now, so they just kind of died out. This is the only really good one that I saw. so I wanted to use that one as my main subject. But anyways, that was my final composition. I'm gonna go home now. I'm gonna try to edit it, and then I'll put together the video. I'll screen record all the editing and stuff and talk through what I'm doing. It'll be a very simple edit. I don't think it'll be anything crazy, but yeah. Thank you for joining. Come back next time for whatever I do next. Okay, we are back in the studio, guys. I guess you could call it that. Actually, we were back at home editing on the computer. So I kind of know exactly where I want to go with this. Like I said before, we got the 3 frames that are bracketed. This is the first one. And then the second one, and it's not working. Okay. This is the first one, second one, and third one. That's our 3 frames. That's our exposures. Okay, so what we're going to do is first we're going to combine all of these. So I just select them by holding Shift and then pressing the right arrow. I already got them 3 selected, so I right click on them and I do Photo Merge HDR. Okay. So wait for that to go. It's going to auto align. We don't want to do auto settings because it's just going to whack it out. We can see what the computer thinks it wants to look like. And that's actually not bad, but we want to do it all ourselves. So take off auto settings, auto align, nothing was moving, so no deghost, and create stack. Okay, merge. Give that just a second. Just another second, and we are good to go. Okay. So, let's go down and bring our shadows up first. I just want to see what that looks like. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Okay, and this scene wasn't like crazy, like bright when I shot it anyways. The sky was. So what we're gonna want to do is just I like a really warm scene when I edit. So I'm gonna bring some warmth into here. Probably right about there. Now the biggest issue that I have is when I bring warmth into the scene is the sky starts to get really warm, and we don't want the sky to be warm. So let's I'm just gonna add a little bit of contrast first because it's what I always do. Okay, so let's go deal with our sky. So I usually like to bring down one of these. Okay. I'm gonna bring that down. Okay, and that's already on warmth. So let's bring that negative. So let's do like, we do negative 20. Yeah, that's looking really good. Okay, negative 20. We can do also some negative exposure. Even that sky out, probably negative 50. That's looking pretty good. Okay, let's put that right there. Now the only problem we have when we do that is it's affecting everything from here to here. We don't want that. So let's go over to range mask and let's do color. And we're gonna do color and we're gonna just kind of drag all the way down. Okay, we selected all the colors in that box. Now let's turn this off real quick. Okay, so it's still affecting that hill right there. So let's check if we can just back off on that detail right there. Right there, 5. Let's do a before and after real quick. Okay, so we're just missing some spots over here, which we don't want to miss. So let's shift click so we can add another selection. Let's go like that. Okay, and let's finish off with that. Okay, now let's see what we're affecting. So I don't know. I can't really tell if I'm affecting that area right there. Let's see if I can zoom in and see. No, okay, it looks like I'm missing that area. Looks like I'm getting a little bit over here though. So what I can do is if that's not perfect, I can just go in brush, erase, and we'll just erase a bit of it so we're not affecting these hills. And this is just erasing that graduated filter. So we're just going to go over, we don't have to do perfect because most of the mask is taking care of it. The range mask is taking care of that. So we're just going to make sure we're not hitting any of that. Okay, perfect. So let's exit out of that. Okay, so now the sky's looking a lot better. This is before and after. Perfect. Actually, I think this one little spot right here needs to be hit. That looks like it. Okay, let's go back and adjust that. Perfect. Okay. Got that taken care of. So now the sky's evened out a lot more. Okay. Sky's a lot better. Sky is a lot cooler now than the foreground is, but the foreground's still a little dark. So what we can do is just bring in some exposure. We don't have to do all shadows, because shadows are just going to make your image muddy. So let's bring that down to like 65. Bring in like 75, okay? And usually when I edit, I like to do a lot of whites and blacks. So I'm going to bring in whites, and you can see how it's just changing that plant right there. Okay, and bring some blacks to bring in back in some more contrast. Bring back some more contrast. Okay, let's go back to this. Since we already have this made, we just click on it, and we bring our exposure down. Perfect. Okay, we can see exactly what that's affecting right there. Okay, so let's bring that right about there maybe. Nah, that's too dark. That's way too dark. Okay, let's see. Let's just do 1.5. See before and after. Okay, looking good. It's just kind of flat right now, but we're gonna fix that. One thing I do not like is it looks really vignetted up here. So let's go down to lens corrections. And let's go to manual. We're just gonna remove some of that vignette. There, that's looking better. Okay, that's a lot better. Let's just go up to 25. Okay. Okay, so next what we're going to do is we're going to dodge and burn the image and just bring in some more contrast into the image. So first we can go to dodge. Dodge is going to be over here. You have it under all your stuff, under your radials or your brush or anything else. So we're just going to come in here and I just manually dodge everything, just bringing in more brightness to the area. Dodging and burning was first pioneered by Ansel Adams, one of the greatest landscape photographers ever. This is just a way to make brighter parts of your image bright. Make bright parts of your image brighter is what I'm trying to say. And burning is to make dark images darker, just to bring more contrast, to show the eye where you want it to go, and just, you know, make the scene more pleasing. So what we're going to do is, this is what I do, is I like to go in and manually dodge stuff and just bring in a little bit more light to the stuff that are light. Like the edge of this rock, you can see the lights coming in right here. So I'm just going to add a bunch of dodging right there. So these, just come in here, the light parts, just dodge those a bit. I'm not doing this perfectly. If I was doing the image for myself, I would have had everything perfect, but I'm just trying to go a little faster so I'm not sitting here for 20 minutes making everything perfect. But you guys will get the point. So we're just going to go through, brighten all these areas that you already see the light coming down in on. Perfect. That's looking good. And if there's an area where you see light coming in and you think that you want to just subdue that light a little, you can just go burn it. Easy as that. You know, wherever you want the eye to go to and be drawn to, that's where you dodge. Not where you don't want the eye to go to, you just burn it. The eye is automatically drawn to brighter parts of images. Just keep that in mind when you're composing a scene or editing, is the eye will be drawn to the brighter part of the image. So we're just going to finish all this up. And okay, that's looking good. I know I went off here a little. Okay, that's looking good. Okay, so if you want to see what you did on that, you can just back out, and you can hit this. And there you go, check it out. Brought in a bunch of light. So if it were me and I was going to spend more time in this image, I'd probably dodge all these over here, dodge a little bit up here. I'd probably go up here and dodge a little more. So let's just take care of the burning. Let's go in and burn. So obviously this is dark right here, so let's just darken that a little more. Just darken this up a little. Come under here, darken. This doesn't really matter. Darken that up. I'd probably dodge this a little too. I like that a lot. We don't need all this down here. It's very distracting to my eye. Don't like seeing that stuff. I'm also gonna burn all this right here. It's a little distracting. So this stuff's distracting, so I don't need to see that. I just want to keep my focus on this plant, these rocks, and the sky. So anything I don't want to get the eye on, I'm just gonna darken it up a little. And like I said, I'm just going a little crazy here. I'm not gonna do anything like super perfect, because if I did, you guys would be sitting here for like an hour. Okay, that's looking a lot better. So if you want to see the before and after the dodging burning, that's before and that's after. As you can see, it makes a big difference. Very big difference. So after that, let's see, let's go back and look. Don't need to add saturation, it's already super saturated. No texture, no clarity, no dehaze. Well, I can see what dehaze does. Doesn't look too bad, but let's just add 5 of that. Okay. Let's go down. All our colors are looking great. We don't have to really adjust colors. These Nikon colors come out perfect. I don't mess with any of this stuff. Sharpening. I usually like to go to like 50, and then I like to mask. So what you're gonna do is mask. Is you go down here and you hold Option on a Mac. I don't know what it is on PC, and this will show you where it's sharpening. So we don't want to sharpen any of the sky. And you can see there's a bunch of dust spots in my sky too, but we don't want to sharpen that. So we're just going to bring this down right probably there. That's all the white it's going to sharpen, all the black it's not going to sharpen. So that's about 70. So that's perfect. That's what I want to sharpen. So it's not sharpening any of my sky right now, just sharpening a lot of the sharp edges right here. So that's looking good. And after that, I mean, there's not really much else we have to do. Could crop it if you wanted. I like the sky, so I'm not going to crop, but I mean, if I wanted to change the crop, I could, but I really like the way it is. Yeah, that's it, guys. End of video. Thanks for watching. I'll put this picture at the end of the video so you can see it closer up, edited, and see what it's like. Thank you for watching. If you want to see more, subscribe. I don't know when I'll make a new video, but I should pretty soon. Thank you, guys. Bye.